Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Rita's Book Club. This week I'm reviewing Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. This is the third book of the Empyrean series, and I've been a fan of it for a while. In fact, this was one of my most anticipated reads at the beginning of this year, and I needed to know what happened next with Violet and Xaden after that plot twist at the end of Iron Flame. After nearly 18 months at Becca War College, Violet Sorrengail knows there's no more time for lessons, no more time for uncertainty, because the battle has truly begun, and with enemies closing in from outside their wall and within their ranks, it's impossible to know who to trust. Now Violet must journey beyond the failing Aratian wards to seek allies from unfamiliar lands to stand with Navarre. The trip will test every bit of her wit, luck, and strength, but she will do anything to save what she loves, her dragons, her family, her home, and him. Even if it means keeping a secret so big it could destroy everything, they need an army. They need power, they need magic, and they need the one thing Violet can find, the truth. But a storm is coming and not everyone can survive its worth. These summaries are getting more and more generic as each book is released, and I completely understand it. Even I'm afraid of doing this review and give a big spoiler away. Gotta start by saying that I really love this series. I know there are some mixed feelings and reviews of it, but this fulfills my purpose of a fantasy with a lot of romance in it. I love the dragon stories, I love the found family aspect of it, and I love the mystery and the secrets that keep popping up. And this third book filled my measures even more. The second book felt a bit big to me, and after a year of reading it, it really feels like Rebecca has a lot of backstory and content and used the second book as a filler one. Of course, we had a lot of action, but I think that this third book was more straight to the point. I don't know if everyone feels the same, but I think it was more complete, and there weren't things that were just there for the sake of being there. I felt like the story was moving forward, and I loved that. I didn't feel stuck in some aspects of the backstory. Things moved along. I also really loved the mission they had of looking for Andarna's kind. It was so cool to see them visit all these new islands and to see them interact with different people, with various cultures and ideas. It felt like such an incredible way to get to know these people that I'm sure will also play a big role in future books and in this war against the Venom. And trying not to spoil anyone, I'm still more and more intrigued with Violet and Xaden's relationship with themselves and their dragon. A lot of things happened, a lot more complicated stuff will happen in the future, I'm sure. But I love their devotion and unconditional love. Some see their love as a weakness, but I definitely believe it will be a big strength. I also think that this time around we get to know Violet's father a little bit more. His involvement in this journey and of seeking the truth was really such a compelling part of the book to me. He seemed like a myth in the first books, probably because we only get to know him through their mothers and kids' eyes, but he felt like such a real person to me. I'm very curious to know what he really learned and his role in the next books and in the war. And I think that a lot of characters had their own spotlight this time around. We know Violet and Xaden are the core characters, of course, but I loved how Rita and Arik completely stole the show. Rita for his loyalty and love for Violet and for his comedic moments. Every single time this man made a joke, I was cracking up so loud. And Arik is in a more mysterious way. I'm really curious to see the journey his character will have. We know he has a lot of secrets, and the reveal of his signet by the end of the book really made things more interesting for him. Honestly, I really love how the secondary characters are gaining more and more importance in the story. I love all of the dragons so much. And for example, on one side we have Imogen, Garrick, and Bodhi that will play a big part in the story from Xaden's side. But also Sawyer, Ryan, Rydok, and Kat and Marin from Violet's Inner Circle. Also Dane and Sloane. I sense a chemistry there. And gotta say that it sparked my interest, and I've seen a lot of theories about this, so I kind of want to see it. I think this book was a bit of Dane's character redemption, so I'm curious what will happen next. And Rebecca keeps ending these books with major cliffhangers that should make us all more excited for the next one. I just want to know what happens, but I guess we'll have to wait a while. As always, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Rita's Book Club for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next week. Happy readings!